court. Extra pass. And it goes for the win!
For the win!
Good! They did it! Now, it's Page off balance. Puts it up. Gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
What's up, Equitable? It is the Pool Boys, and we are back with your final recap video. This March Madness has been insane. Can you even believe it? But we are ready to crown a champion in your pool. First, let's get some highlights from the real tournament, and then we'll come right back for some awards. All right, in the first Final Four matchup, San Diego State was neck and neck with Florida Atlantic. It was a wild race to the finish kind of a game, and in true March Madness fashion, it took an absolute buzzer beater from San Diego State to win this game, propel them to the championship. It was insane. Everything you wanted to see.
Everything. I mean, you thought the Owls were going to continue their Cinderella run, then the Aztecs just hit that dagger at the buzzer. Spectacular. And then on the other side, UConn just kind of made it look easy. They took care of Miami and winning by 13. I mean, the Huskies were just steamrolling this tournament. They said, Final Four, we got this. Natural disasters, get out of here. We're from the Northeast. We got nor'easters, we know all the snow. We don't worry about those hurricanes. And they took care of business, man.
Pretty wild, actually. And that actually carried over into the championship as well. UConn steamrolled again. That San Diego State magic was not enough to take out the Huskies this year. They won every game in the tournament by double digits. Wow. I mean, that's crushing it.
Okay, Kemper, now here's the question. Is UConn a blue blood? Is that what you would say by now? 5 championships in 25 years.
Big arguments about that. In my book, absolutely they're a blue blood. And they're a blue team. So,
and they are blue. Double. So that's right. Those UConn Huskies just look dominant. I mean, winning by no less than double digits, wild. Totally deserved. And they have cut down those nets. So now it is time, Equitable, to see your champion. And let's see how you got there. So first, we're going to start off with one tournament-ending badge, and that is going out to our chalkboard badge. So now, when we talk about chalkboard, me and chalky, that kind of means like you're going by seeds. So like, yeah, the number 1 seeds are going to go far, the 2 seeds, second farthest, just basically going by the numbers. You thought you're going to be playing it safe, so these people I'm about to list off went with 3 number 1 seeds in their Final Four because they thought, hey, they're a number 1 seed for a reason. They had a great season, so let's just keep it going. Let's keep that train rolling. But unfortunately, this year did not work out too well. So again, they went with 3 number 1 seeds, which actually has only happened 4 times since 1995. Do your homework, people. Come on. That's what we're here for, too. So anyway, give it up to Tom, Prison Mike, Hippler, Tex-Mex, War Eagle, Scott Hart, Robert Draughton, Kurt, and Heart Madness. So unfortunately for you, you got our chalkboard badge because that means your Final Four picks were not that great. But fortunately for you, you won our chalkboard badge. Congratulations.
You would be the belle of the ball.
Oh, and you, my friend, would be the belle of the ball. Don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap.
Michael, please. Where did you learn all of this?
I was thinking with Prison Mike.
That's pretty good.
All right. We've got a gold member is coming around to hand out our next badge. That's right. It's the I Love Gold.
I love gold.
That's right. Max Power loves gold. Here's how we figured this out. We looked through all the data and we said, let's see who chose by colors. All right. So every team who had gold as one of their top 2 colors, and every time you picked them, you got a point. Max Power with 22 gold teams advancing at various times, highlighted by UCLA, Purdue, Charleston, Kent State, VCU. He had some of these guys taking a pretty deep run, and that gave him points every week. Oh my gosh. Max Power loves gold. His bracket, unfortunately, had a smelting accident. Is covered in gold, or really more red than anything. But he's from Holland. Isn't that weird?
It's so weird. Well, if it's covered in gold, would you say that maybe his bracket's worth $1 million?
Don't you do it. I knew that's where you were going with that.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Well, don't you think we should maybe ask for more than $1 million?
Well played, sir. Well played.
I also just love to think of Max Power again as like another Simpsons reference, when Homer's trying to think of a new name because like this character had his name. So he just looks at a hairdryer. Max Power. Anyway, I digress.
The man knows what he likes.
Just taking care of business.
If you don't, who will, huh? Trent Steele.
Max Power.
Oh, hey, great name.
Yeah, isn't it? I got it off a hairdryer.
All right, so now it is time to talk about your top 3 finishers because, again, in a tournament of madness and chaos such as this year's, to finish as the top 3 is a great accomplishment, all right? So we're going to start off with our 3rd place finisher, who are getting our 3rd is the one with the treasure chest badge, because that's right, 1st is the worst, 2nd is the best, but 3rd is the one with that treasure chest. So give it up to one Kyle Sett, because he dropped from 1st place after UConn beat Miami, but still finished with 65 points, which again, incredibly respectable considering our Final 4 matchups, okay? So give it up for Kyle, who got 3rd place, made that podium.
That's right. And if there's a 2nd is the best, in fact, then I have to give the so close yet so far badge for 2nd place to Matt Wiseman. Matt, incredible tournament. Again, this was absolute chaos. For you to finish in 2nd is incredible. He had UConn over Miami. That vaulted him to 2nd place. Couldn't catch our 1st place finisher in the end. Was 1 point behind all along, but did have 101 points. Extremely respectable. Had a UConn winning it all. Well done, Matt Wiseman.
Well done. Again, great finish. So close, yet so far.
He's like the goldfish who's in his bowl there. It's being like, I can see the trophy. I keep bopping my head on it with my tiny little brain. I can't figure out how to get it. It's right there.
He's saying you have a tiny little fish brain, Matt. That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
He lives in Tennessee. Go get it.
Hey. Let's
All
cool
right.
it down a little bit.
Your neighbors, essentially. So
That's true.
All right. So before we unveil our champion, before our champion is crowned, as we talked about, there's a lot of hard battles fought in this tournament. So that means we lost a lot of good brackets. Okay, we lost a lot of brackets along the way. I'm not going to necessarily call them good, but we lost a lot of brackets. So it's time for our in memoriam section. So we're going to highlight some of those that we lost along the way. So our first one goes out to Hurley, one Hurley Williams. Once again, had a great first couple rounds. A lot of green in the beginning. Then just kind of lost all the wheels to your wagon. Gonzaga was your champion. You know what? Maybe just move to Hawaii, make a golf course out there on that island. I think you'll be good. Get a Dharma van. I think that's where we're at right now. So
your champion. I heard that in there. Mixed it in there.
You are lost.
Couldn't see the right numbers, Hurley. Didn't have the numbers, unfortunately.
Lost, but not forgotten.
Not forgotten. Okay, Gabe Gamble took a gamble on his bracket, and that's actually his name, I guess. Did pretty well in the beginning. Got a little dicey after that. Gambling, dicey. Get it? Here we go. No Final Four teams. Gone too soon, Gabe. Gone too soon.
Gone too soon. And then finally, we got to talk about Fade Bart, which I didn't know if you were trying to make a fart joke, like just put them together, fart.
I always see fart when I see that.
I always see fart. We're making light of this situation. His bracket was lost. One Parker Barton. Unfortunately, yes, Houston was your champion. And you faded as the rounds went on. A lot of red. Gone too soon.
Maybe a bit of a shart. All right, folks. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. It is time to crown the champion of the Equitable, folks. All right. And your champion getting the cut down the nets badge is UNC apologist Jacob Green. What is happening? It personally pains me to root for someone who roots for UNC, but that's all right because you crushed it in this tournament. You stayed 1 point ahead the entire time. UConn got that win over Miami. That pushed you into 1st place. You didn't look back after that. It was icing on the cake to get UConn to win the whole thing. Finished with 102 points. Jacob Green, very well done, sir. Kudos to you. You are the inaugural champion, and you are going to be rocking some pretty sweet hardware. I just got to say.
Rocking that belt. You don't need to apologize for nothing when you're sitting at number 1. Congratulations, Jacob. Well done. All right, now that our champion has been crowned, it is time to look at the leaderboard for one last time to see who made our final top 10 in Equitable this year. So, as we said at the top, number 1, UNC apologist himself, Jacob, following 1 point behind in number 2, Matt Wiseman. And then our top 3 was rounded out by one Kyle Sett in 3rd place. So now just missing the podium in 4th place was Scott Hart. Followed by 5th place was Von Raschke. Number 6, half court jumper. Sounds like, again, you're just pulling right up from half court. In 7th, we had Newton KO. In 8th, M3 Ogle. Again, I'm guessing. Number 9, Cindy Key. The key to get into that top 10. We got to talk to you. And then number 10, A. Shea. So congratulations to our top 10 finishers. Equitable to make this top 10. Great achievement. Well done. Oh, just well done. Spectacular. Spectacular.
You can frame a picture of this and throw it up in your office.
Oh,
Top
yes.
10 forever. All right, we've got a couple of special thanks to give out. A couple of people really were critical to making this thing happen. We got to start with Prison Mike himself, Tom Hippler.
The bell of the
Could not have
ball.
done this without you. We are so appreciative of the partnership. Thank you for taking a shot on us and bringing us into your organization. You guys have been a blast to work with. You've been very engaging. We love the trash talk on the message boards. So thank you again for taking a shot with us. And then how about Victoria Calvin setting this thing up as well, doing all the admin work behind the scenes. You didn't see her handling it, but she was working her butt off to make this a great experience for you guys. We're very appreciative of Victoria's work as well. Couldn't have done without either one of you guys. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much, Tom and Victoria. And to everyone else at Equitable, thank you for participating. It was a blast, as Kemper said, watching all the trash talk, combing through all the brackets, seeing all your picks. It's just been so much fun, and we couldn't have asked for anything better. So, until next March Madness, Pool Boys signing off. See ya.
Anything is possible. Do you believe it? Biggest win in Hurricane Hoops history. Miami heading to the Final Four. 2 seconds. San Diego State is going to the Final Four.
There's no other team going to the Final Four than UConn.
He wins it with the jumper. A San Diego State miracle. Miami, just no match for the Husky Express. The journey, it ends right here. For the three, yes. Hurley and the Huskies have their dreams come true.